And
Kivari says Lone Survivor is significantly longer than Home.
oh yeah, I'm not gonna one shot this one.
Don't forget to do the ritual first.
Well, I'm streaming this and I'm in a loud room, so oh well. Sorry. That actually is kind of like what am I supposed to actually do to set this here?
Yeah, it's not clear.
Hmm.
It kind of looks washed out when you have the gamma below 10.
Hmm.
It's so subjective from game to game, too. Like, I thought Risk of Rain looked way better when I turned the gamma down a bit.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Is
yep.
this difficulty or is
Yep.
this. Oh, okay.
My name is not important anymore.
Oh, it's the hatred guy.
Hatred guy?
His name is not important.
Ah. I don't know a whole lot about hatred because, like, when your selling point, when your like advertising point is Nazis developed this, I just don't care.
Yep.
Skipped a lot of games for that reason so far.
I remember I talked to someone at Epic about that. I forget under what circumstances, and they were like, yeah, we made them take the logo off that.
Mm-hmm.
The game itself was like honestly less edgy than like Postal or what have you
Mm-hmm.
too. So it seems like it was mostly in the marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Like even in the game itself, aside from just being like a murder everybody guy, he seems largely apolitical.
Mm-hmm. Cursed coffee. Oh no.
I mostly remember Not Important because of like the fanfics that Cutosphere did with Not Important and Duke Nukem as like a couple, and they like played off each other's like
Mm-hmm.
personalities in a way I found kind of charming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very Silent Hill Oscar there. At very low resolution. It's one of those things.
Looks like I'm gonna have to sneak.
So I actually did play a little bit of this when it first came out, and it did not have this big long tutorial here at the time that I recall.
I can see why you confuse this with Home.
Mm-hmm. But I hope the music's coming through for everybody because that's like what's really giving it the most of a Silent Hill vibe. It's just that moody sort of soundtrack.
Yep, seems to be on stream.
Okay. Got me a tie.
That
Oh,
particular
what?
instrument they're using is something I associate a lot with Silent Hill 1. I don't know if it's like
Mm-hmm.
tubular bells and they've cut off the attack or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. So specifically, if I recall the gimmick to this, it's a bit not just like Silent Hill in general, but specifically like Shattered Memories in terms of like having a lot of stuff that will subtly be a real serious change to the game that you might notice.
Oh, interesting. I only played part of Shattered Memories once, so I didn't actually
Hmm.
get a sense for how much of an influence anything I was doing had.
Mm-hmm. We were like at the school, weren't you, when you played it?
I don't even remember. It was in university, so it was a while ago.
Mm-hmm. got an inventory in this one. It's nice.
I remember finding it really cool how it was like almost trying to be a VR game. It felt like one of the few justified uses of the Wiimote.
Yeah. Oh, it did really great things with the Wiimote, honestly. Key to open my own window. And that pickup sound is like straight out of Silent Hill. That's like they directly ripped that.
Maybe they made it the same way. Maybe it's like, if I were going to make that sound, I would guess it's like, again with the attack cut off, like a chord on a piano, and then you just like sample the decay. But if they did, it was even the same kind of chords, so that's something.
But like it is literally the same sound.
Not 1 or 2 or 5.
Like,
Just picking up everything that's not nailed down. Unpopular opinion, but we should shoot the monsters.
I appreciate the face mask in this, though. Not something that is usually a thing when it's like, oh no, is there a zombie plague?
If there was a zombie plague, I think I'd be nervous about wearing a mask because I wouldn't want other people to think I'm a carrier.
Was that is this one of those use the keys manually games? Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't even read that as a foreground door.
Okay, fine. You had a long day.
Ooh, green herb.
Okay. So was gonna sleep, but then hey, 203. That's like next door. So.
I kind of want to see a horror game done in the Kanta art style now.
The Kanta itself?
Yeah, the fighting game. With
Oh, that one. Yeah, I can see that. Well, I am sure I've played a game like that before, honestly.
Intriguing.
I mean, horror show monsters just love the sound and the smell of rotten meat.
So you collected the rotting meat before knowing that? You were just like, ooh, rotting meat.
Oh, there you are. I do love hiding in the background in 2D games.
I'm not sure how hidden you would be.
You see, the idea is the monster you see does not comprehend that there is such a thing as the Z-axis. So.
When are we getting a Sneak King sequel?
Hmm.
Oh, looks like more people are getting Titanfall 2 if you feel like playing that again.
Possibly. But I'll check the planet reference.
Oh, what is that a reference to?
I want to say Monkey Island. Or Maniac Mansion. Something had Chuck the Plant. It's like a very old school adventure game thing. Okay, I guess we're just tutorializing rotting meat, huh? I was like, you have to eat it. Okay. Let's try it over here then.
I'm all for the industrial synth horror sound, but I kind of want to hear people's original takes on it and not just copying Akira Yamaoka, you know?
Yep. I just like at least like how direct that sound is. That's such a thing.
It is a little shameless.
All right.
I think we should try diplomacy with the Jacob's Ladder monsters.
Mm-hmm. Very anti-Shu protagonist. So I do like using this whole ambiguity of 2D navigation to like uh, make time and space seem distorted. This game does.
Mm. As far as these slathered in filter styles go, it's doing it reasonably well.
Mm-hmm. Let me say that.
Monster.
It's a good meat haul.
Mm-hmm.
Side of it was. Huh, that didn't hit me as far as I kind of hoped it would. Some very
Oh,
Japanese.
squid stick. Oh.
Yeah, so like, there's a little bit to this game.
Is the level randomly generated?
I don't think it's randomly generated, but I do think it is like largely affected by seemingly minor decisions.
Mm.
Like I also seem to recall there was like especially in the original release of it, which they have changed it some since. I seem to recall. I seem to recall there was this whole mechanic of like pills to take every day before bed,
Mm.
and how things work like varies a lot based on that.
They're just having a nice party here.
Mhm. Doll, you say? Got it. Wait, what?
Oh, he can't part with the cat plush.
It's mine. Mine, I say. Do I have another doll? Oh, flashlights use batteries. That's a thing. Okay, so squid on a stick.
People holding parties during quarantine. That's not very realistic.
Mm-hmm. Look at this beatnik. Please beatnik, okay. Can I just like sit down on the couch, maybe have a drink?
I guess if you were in like a monster apocalypse long enough, it would just get mundane, and you'd just be like, yeah, there's meat tunnels in the building, but what are you gonna do? Have a drink.
See you later.
Have a good night, Zavari.
Oh.
It's got a wounds touch. Shrug.
Oh. Alternate doll found.
I kind of liked the idea that it was the cat plush, and he was just
Me
like,
too.
oh, but I can't. It's scary out there. I need my cat plush. I joke, but if there was a fire or something, I'd probably grab Lupa before my laptop.
I mean, your laptop's really better able to survive a fire too, so that's the thing.
That's a good point.
I like there are like human NPCs in this, and they're just kind of weirded out by you.
Ooh.
Well, party's over. I got some choice.
I'm already starting to suspect you are the demons. Especially because it's been presented to you the option of not shooting them. That's a bit of a way to frame that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Could use some sleep. I guess. Or I could. Oh, you seem busy.
need to use the washroom. I'll be back in a bit.
Well. Okay. Guess I just wasted that ink then. Probably could use some sleep. Excuse me. Passing right through. I'll take the shortcut, thank you. I'll also have some food on a stick here. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It tastes a little salty because it's usually dried, but okay, that's a day's worth of that. And when you quit the game, you pass out. So that was Lone Survivor. A little taste of it anyway. It's got good mood for a 2D game with such low resolution art, honestly. That's not easy to pull off.